Wasak na wasak ang barko ng BIFAR dahil yan sa walang tigil na water cannon na umabot ng 30 minutes. Makikita sa video na basag mga bintana ng barko, pati ang air conditioning ng barkong BIFAR na sira rin. Pero kahit binomba na tayo ng tubig, hindi napigilan ng China ang pagpunta ng BIFAR sa Bao de Masinloc para magbigay ng ayuda sa kababayan nating nangingisda doon. At dahil hindi nila matakot-takot ang BIFAR, umabot na tuloy sa pagbabantang bobombahin ang barko ng Pilipinas, damay pati ang mga isda. Kaso hindi pa rin natakot ang BIFAR sa pagbabantang yan ng China, hanggang sa matagumpay na nakapagbigay ng ayuda ang gobyerno sa Filipino fishermen. Ngayon kung tatanungin ulit ang PCG, bakit hindi tumulong ang Philippine Navy, nandyan naman sila. Wala kasing armed attack, walang bombahang nangyari. Yan ang nakakainis eh. Aantayin nilang may mamatay muna bago tayo umatake o magpasabog sa China. Oo, may isang nasugatan dahil nawasak ang bintana, pero hindi daw rason yan para umatake tayo sa mga Chinese Coast Guard. Pero kung tinuloy nga ng PLA Navy ang pagbabantang papasabugin tayo, aba, malaking gulo yan.
Sir, first time po ba nilang nag-threaten na mag-live fire in areas where our fishermen are, where our vessels are?
Yes, as far as I can recall, ito ang pinakaunang ginawa nila na nag-advise ng through radio broadcast ng live fire while nandoon mismo ang mga mangingisdang Pilipino at napapaloob din dito ang Philippine Coast Guard vessel.
Isa ring dahilan bakit hindi lumapit ang Philippine Navy warship at hindi nag-deploy ang US ng US Air Force fighter jet dahil walang active participation ng PLA Navy. It means nasa malayo sila. Bukod tangi na radio challenge lang ang pananakot na ginawa nila. Siguro baka nangangamba rin ng China na pag nagpaputok sila, lagot sila sa Amerika.
Message China is sending now?
I think ang pinaka malaking pagkakaiba noong nakaraang August 11 incident sa nangyari kahapon na KBBM initiative natin is that walang active participation ngayon ang PLA Navy warship in harassing the Filipino fishermen, the Philippine Coast Guard vessels, and the Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources. As you saw from the August 11 incident, it was very evident that the PLA Navy warship was actually tailing or harassing a Philippine Coast Guard vessel. But with what had happened yesterday, the only participation of the PLA Navy warship was actually to do a radio broadcast to threaten the Filipino fishermen to move away from that area where they are engaged in fishing.
And by the way, sir, looking at the photos doon sa damage ng BIFAR vessels, masasabi ba natin ito yung pinakamatinding pinsala na tinamo ng any BIFAR vessel that were harassed previously ng mga barko ng China, particularly kapag wino-water cannon?
I think this already a second time na tinamaan ng serious ang BIFAR vessel. Ang pinagkaiba lang yata is that nabasag kasi yung likuran nung BIFAR ngayon. No? But if we're going to look at the intensity of the water cannon, wherein they targeted before also the communication equipment of the BIFAR vessel, this happened before. Ngayon, mas naging significant lang yung damage niya dahil tumagos kasi sa likod at kaya nagkaroon ng damage yung spaces ng barko.
Last question for my end, pababayaran ba natin sa China yung mga damage na ito?
As far as the Philippine Coast Guard is concerned and the Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources, we're going to submit to the National Task Force for the West Philippine Sea an after operation report of what had happened, and it's for the cognizant government agencies to take action, whether through diplomatic, legal, or even for asking them to settle for the damages.